welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about working from home. My name's Rodney.
I'm Keith, and this is the More in Common Daily Chronicle, where we're chronicling our journey to get where we're going, ultimately leaving a diary for our girls to look back upon and see how we got where we are at that time when they're ready to begin theirs, and then build some community around it. Hopefully we can provide some insights and thoughts that help you. So yeah, continue on this theme of...
I just hit my tooth with my mug. That hurt.
That's not a tip I would recommend.
Don't do that.
But let's stick on this theme of working from home. I specifically want to ask you, we talked about it recently, and just that whole premise of the socialization lost from going into an office. For me, it's not as big of a deal, but it does impact me. For you, it's probably a bigger deal. How do you manage that when you don't get to go into a boardroom and have meetings? You don't get to walk up to someone's desk and say hello. You don't get to go to lunch with people. Like, what is it that how do you make that work so you still get that socialization?
So I think I'll say three things. One, the first thing is I am more efficient. Like, I get way more done when I'm not in office, because I'm that person that's easily distracted by somebody walking by that I haven't seen in 2 weeks, that I'll have a 30-minute conversation with and throw me off my schedule for the day.
And on that note, if you ever walk through a conference with Rodney, you will learn that really quickly.
It's true.
A lot of people that have 30-minute conversations with you.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, and then the next thing is, like, with the family being a priority and so much going on and this, it's easy for me to say, you know what, I can cut that out and just save so much time in my day and get more done. But I do miss that. So I set up lunch meetings. Right. I have lunch meetings. I don't know, not once a week, but I keep lunch meetings. I keep mentor calls and conversations. And then the last thing, I use video as much as possible. I know it's not the same, but I like it. And so I use it pretty frequently, even though I'm often not dressed to impress when I'm at home, but whatever. So that's how it works for me. Yeah.
That's good. I like that. I too try to schedule lunch meetings. I just don't do them as frequently. And I'll also go work at a coffee shop. And just be around the energy of people, even if I'm not necessarily interacting with them. And in the spirit of, like, having just that social energy and the oxytocin release and all that from being around people without having the interruption effect, right? Because there are a bunch of strangers coming and going. They're not necessarily stopping and having a 30-minute conversation, right? So that's another way that I try to do it. And I'll just have calls. I'll ping people online and say, "Hey, are you busy?"
Yeah,
I'm that guy. I'm like, "Hey, you busy?" Because I'm not.
You busy? Oh, that's my.
I need to chat.
That's my least favorite. I am. You busy?
In context.
It's a personal.
Yeah.
It's a personal.
Yeah. No, I get it.
That it doesn't actually it doesn't really make sense.
Right.
But I would say, so, like, working from home for me is like the perfect. Or I've made it the perfect balance, because I get a lot of energy out of connecting with people. So, like, when I come into Monday can be hard because it's like, I don't have energy. Not because I hate Mondays. I just don't have energy. But I just start my Mondays with a call with a mentor, or a call with you, or somebody that'll get my brain going. And it's like, damn, I got that juice. Let's go. And then, but I also don't lose my commute time, which can be horrendous in LA. I don't lose whatever time gets sucked into other conversations. And that's, we should talk about that, because, like, do I lose the time when I'm connecting with people? Like, I don't think so, but I get less done. So, like, there's a part of me that doesn't like it, because I like to check boxes, but then there's a part of me that's like, man, like, connecting with people, that's a win. Like, that's my thing.
That is definitely a conversation, that value of that in the way we perceive it. But let's table that one for today. So I think for the girls, and like again in 20-25 years, your ecosystem of socialization may be different, but we're people and you're going to be people through the rest of your lives. Like the idea
We
of
do know one
finding
thing.
ways, the idea of finding ways in a distributed workforce to connect, like just be intentional about it, right? Find
Yeah.
times to grab lunch with people, even if it's with a friend or your neighbor or someone, like, hey, what are you doing for lunch today? Let's go out to lunch. Or if your family works from home, like sometimes it's nice, like let's go eat lunch together in the kitchen away from the office. And connect, like set up video calls, set up conference calls, and just reach out to people and have conversations. Don't just get stuck in the tasks that are necessary, because it can get isolating working from home, and it
Yeah.
can get stir crazy for that reason. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially right now with COVID-19. Like, and if you're not used to working from home, like reach out to people, connect.
Yeah. I love your tip. Be intentional about it. Like, figure out what works for you. Do that. Let's go.
Let's go.
Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Well, you have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Talk to you soon.